We started the night where Osaka always seems to be fully awake. Dotonbori, neon lights, and people moving like they've all agreed sleep is optional. It's the kind of place that makes you feel like the trip is already peaking. And then Japan does that thing where it casually gives you a completely different world the very next morning. So from the chaos of Osaka, here's the only beginner's tour you need of Nara. And the second you step out, Nara makes its intentions very clear. You aren't the main character here. The deer are. Before you even get your bearings, they're already around you. Curious and mildly entitled. And honestly, fair enough. They've been here longer than most of us ever will. These are Nara's famous Sika deer, and for more than 1,300 years, they've been tied to the city's identity. In local belief, they were seen as sacred messengers of the gods, which is a big part of why they've been protected for so long. They don't really behave like animals you come across. They behave like residents. Like they know this city belongs to them and you're just passing through. Oh, and yes, they bow. Or at least some of them have figured out that if they dip their heads, tourists usually reward them with crackers. It's less ancient spiritual ritual, more highly effective street intelligence. From there, we made our way to Todai-ji, and this is where Nara stops feeling charming and starts feeling staggering. Because this isn't just another old temple. This is home to the Great Buddha Hall, widely recognized as the largest wooden structure in the world. The hall standing today dates from the Edo period after earlier versions were destroyed by fire. And even this rebuilt version is smaller than the original. There's something almost absurd about the scale of it. Wood doesn't usually make you feel small in this way. Stone does that. Mountains do that. But this is wood, crafted by human hands, and it still feels impossible. Inside sits the Great Buddha of Nara. Nearly 15 meters tall, built as a symbol of power, faith, and a country trying to unify itself through Buddhism. And standing there, you feel it. Not just the size, the ambition of it. The idea that centuries ago, someone looked at a blank stretch of land and thought, let's build something that makes people feel silence. After that, we headed towards the market, where the mood shifts again. Because in Japan, reverence and snack culture can live very comfortably on the same street. We stopped to watch mochi being made the old school way. Fast, rhythmic, slightly dangerous looking, and impossible to stop watching. At one of Nara's famous mochi shops, they pound the mochi using traditional methods. And the whole performance is so precise, it feels somewhere between craftsmanship and a dance. It's one of those things that looks like a show for tourists, until you realize it exists because people are still deeply serious about texture, about softness, and about getting a simple thing exactly right.
Trying out some mochi in Nara. It's chewy, fun, warm, and has like peanut powder on the top. It's just a mix of all these flavors that just feels like a hug.
By then, it was already pretty late for lunch, which is usually when the best meals start to happen. Not when you've planned them, but when you've slightly given up. So we wandered, took a wrong turn, then another, drifted through little alleyways and side streets, past corners that looked like they hadn't changed in years, until we found this completely unassuming little spot. No English menu, no English spoken, just a mom and pop place quietly doing what it does best, probably the same way it always has. And somehow that's where we ended up having one of the best meals of the trip. Sashimi bowls, fried chicken, no big setup, no polished pitch, no trendy signs telling you it's a hidden gem. Just incredible food and that very specific kind of travel moment you can't really book. That's the thing you hope for when you travel. Not just to see famous things or tick the obvious box, but to get a little lost and be rewarded for it.
If you find a place in a back alley with no tourists and absolutely no English,
be prepared to have one of the best meals of your life. Because just now, the food we had, I just had an old uncle and auntie, like they look like grandparents, just both of them, serving at a huge restaurant that was currently empty, and oh, the food slapped. Nara gives you both sacred deer that roam like locals, temples built on an almost unbelievable scale, mochi turned into theatre, and then somewhere in a quiet alley, lunch that reminds you why wandering is sometimes the best plan you'll ever make. Honestly, feeling a bit lucky that we came when it was overcast, because it's kind of humid and hot now. So with the sun out blaring, I'm sure it'll be unbearable. All in all, good day.